Hey, look, somebody asked me a question. I better answer it. Hello, it's Aaron from AaronOnAutos.com, and today I'm going to answer a question from Carlene. Carlene wants to know what happened to the company that made the Coda Electric car. It's a good question and an interesting one because I was following this company when they were doing their thing not too long ago. I believe they went into bankruptcy in 2017, and they entered on the scene around 2013, 2014, somewhere in there. So the company was Coda Electric, and the car was called the Coda. It was a basic four-door sedan, very little special about it other than it was electric and it had really good range, and it sold for under $40,000. There were a lot of problems with this company, however. They had the usual startup issues. They were underfunded. They hadn't expected the sort of problems and bottlenecks they were going to run into. All the usual stuff that plagues almost every startup ever. Doesn't matter what business they go into. In automotive is a very expensive thing to jump into. So it's a very expensive thing to start a new company in. Even a company like Tesla that has been around for a very long time at this point, and in terms of, in startup terminology, it's been around for a long time. They're still not making money. They're still in the red. It's a very, very costly, ambitious thing to get into. So with Coda, they had a great idea. They were really awesome on paper. They were very ambitious with what they wanted to pull off. The problem was they were underfunded. They relied very, very heavily on Chinese imports and Chinese manufacture, and that created huge bottlenecks in their production. They assembled the cars in California, and they were using what amounted to glorified storage units to build these cars, and they were basically just assembling parts they were bringing in from China. The bottlenecks in delivery plus the high cost of this assembly meant that they were not going to make money on these cars. Worse than that, the cars themselves were terrible. There's no nice way to cushion it. They were on par with a 1990s Honda Civic or Toyota Corolla in terms of their design, their look, and their interiors were just really bad. And so it was to the point where even people who are so totally gung-ho on electric vehicles, who even will promote anything electric, were looking side-eyed at these things just because you could compare them to a gasoline car of a third the price tag, and they didn't match. They were under par. So just a lot of things were against this company, and they just weren't going to go anywhere. So they only made about 150 of these cars. Most of them were sold in California, and a lot of them were sold as sleds. So they were sold as not roadworthy vehicles to people that wanted, project cars. So that's it. That's what happened to Coda Electric. Hope this answers your question. If you have a question and you want to ask, you can find me. Just hit me up. You can do a message or send me a comment down below here. Go up there to AaronOnAutos.com. Use the feedback form. Find me on, just Google Aaron Turpin. Find me on Facebook, Twitter, etc. Make sure to tag me if you do social media question. Find me, ask me the question. If I can answer it, I'll do my best. All right. AaronOnAutos.com. Talk to you again soon.